Hey, welcome back. It's July the 18th. I'm Chris. I'm here on number 1 for your weekly update. I told you I'd keep showing you this green through the grow-in process. So this is week number 6. You can see here we're probably 98% grown in at this point. So really on the home stretch. I've showed them to you from day we sprigged them and then weekly through week 6. So this is probably the last time I'll show it to you because honestly you're not going to see a whole lot of a difference between this week and anything further because it's just starting to look like a normal putting green. But we've got the greens at 6 weeks old. We've got another set at 4 weeks old, another set at 2 weeks old. We'll take a look at those as we spin around. All in all, a good week this week. Since we did an update last week, we got an amazing amount of rain. We had light rain Thursday, Friday, and then a deluge Saturday. We got over 4 inches of rain, most of which fell between 6:30 and 7:30 on Saturday night. We did get some damage out on particularly the newer sprigged fairways, the newer sodded areas. Some of that's been repaired. Some of it we're still working on, and some of it we'll have to go back and just sod some of these sprigged areas. So as we work our way around the course, we'll go show you some of that damage and kind of what that looks like. But all in all, it's a good week and excited to show you what kind of progress we made. So let's go take a look. All right, we'll start here on number 1. This fairway is just a little over 2 weeks old. Really looking good. As we jump over to 3 tees, showing you these tees have been down for right at 3 weeks. Fairway same. Obviously all the sod's been down for a while on this hole. Green, 6 weeks old. Starting to really look like a golf hole over here. All right, number 3, looking back. I want to show you this. This is the stereotypical example of what we're talking about when we say damage to the sprigged fairway. So you can see right here, we're just a lot of water working through this area. All culminates into one spot there, works down the hill, and unfortunately all that water trying to get to that drain takes a lot of dirt with it in the process. So we have to come back, take all this dirt on the bottom side, throw it back up into that river or trench that's been created up on the top side, and then ultimately make sure we get grass back in that area. So this is where we do our best to try to get it back in place, but ultimately we're gonna have to do a little bit of sodding work in here to finalize some of these. Here's a shot at 4 fairway. So this one's a little over 3 weeks old, a couple days over 3 weeks old. You can see a small damage spot there. Again, just a little washout, easy to fix. But ultimately, I mean, this fairway is looking really good for 3 and a day, I'll say, weeks old. Making some great progress. I'm just scan down so you can really see what that looks like looking straight down. A shot at number 5, another good looking golf hole coming together. A shot at number 6 here. 6 actually, although one of the newer sprigged fairways, actually held up pretty well. It's more the velocity of the water and the speed at which it moves to those drains. So because 6 is a little bit flatter, we actually had a little bit less issue here with washing of the new sprigs, but you can tell it's looking really good. And a shot on 7 fairway. You can see this one probably the hardest hit from the storms. We had some washouts here. Largely the fairway held up well, except in these certain areas. And that's the last I'm going to show you the washouts. Okay, I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse. The storm did some minor damage on the fairways. We've got some cleaning up to do. We'll have some sod repair to do in some of these areas. But I'm gonna take you over to the backside and let's go talk about some of the fun stuff and all the good things that are happening. All right, one more quick stop before we get to the back. This is number 8 green. These greens are our middle children, so they're right at 4 weeks old. You can see a big difference what push has made between 6 weeks and 4 weeks. So we're excited to see where these will be in another 2 weeks. All right, and over to 10 fairway. Sprigs went down this week on 10 fairway. So actually this was supposed to have been done Saturday of last week. The sprig machine broke down Friday afternoon and we couldn't get to the rest of number 9 and 10 last Friday and Saturday like we had planned to. However, that wound up being a blessing in disguise because the rain that came in Saturday would have just made a mess of these sprigs. So true blessing there. We're back at it this week. We've gotten 10, 11, 12, currently working on 14 this morning, and then they're going to come back to 13 tomorrow. So great progress on the sprigs this week, all on track with getting all of those sprigs down by middle part of next week. Shot from 11 tees, tee sprigs 1 hour old, fairway sprigs 1 day old, and then the sod around the green and the green itself are right at about 4 weeks old. All right, and over on 13, you can see the fairway rototilling and finishing process here. This is new to the Oakridge project. We did not do this on Palmetto, so that's one of the reasons this project is a little bit more entailed. And that's done for the drainage aspect. The Oakridge soils were very organic laden soils, and so by rototilling them down to that 8-inch level, we're rehomogenizing that whole soil profile and allowing it to drain much better than it did before. All right, and here we are on number 15. Something I'm not sure how much we've highlighted, but if I pan over here, you can see the old tees on 15. And then if I continue to pan around, you can see the new set of tees on 15. Over here by the intercoastal. It's gonna make a really pretty tee shot on 15, a really fantastic waiting spot if you happen to be waiting on one of those slow playing groups ahead of you, but really nice addition. All right, 16 green, these are 2 weeks old, so these are our youngest children. If I pan back down the hole, you can see the tee complex. That was laid last Saturday, unfortunately at about 4 p.m. And it was relayed again in many places on Tuesday of this week after we cleaned up from the rains last week. All right, final stop here, the putting green. This is a really exciting part of this project. 4-week-old green, one of our middle children, making great progress. It's really exciting to see as the grass starts to grow in, you can start to see the contours that were a little bit hidden when it was just sand. So I'm inviting everybody, if you're in the area, you're passing through, if you're at 109 or Osteria having dinner, please come out here, check it out. I'm even giving you permission to walk on the green. You're not gonna hurt it. Come walk on the green, appropriate footwear only. Sorry, no high heels, ladies, but kick the heels off, walk barefoot. Come check it out. I think you're really gonna like it and see what this is about. I hope you'll have a great weekend. Thanks for your time. We'll see you next week.